testing, 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 testing. 1, 1, 1. Hello everyone and welcome back to game week 5 of the 23-24 PTC Therapeutics Championship, where you will join me shortly for Middlesbrough versus Dudley. A fixture that could be really significant for the overall outcome of the championship division. Middlesbrough currently placed in second, chasing the final remaining automatic promotion spot. Greenbank PFC, who have been absolutely brilliant across the 23-24 campaign, secured the title yesterday with results going in their favour. So for context, whoever finishes second in the championship division will be automatically promoted to the Premiership. Whoever finishes third will be placed in a one-off playoff fixture against whoever finishes 10th in the Premiership for one single Premiership placement. So as you can see on your screens now, Middlesbrough, despite results not necessarily going in their way yesterday, have managed to ensure that the automatic promotion spot, is in their hands. They've got 2 fixtures today, starting with this one against West Bromwich Albion Dudley before they play AFC Bournemouth Warriors at 12:45. Dudley still have the hope of securing that third place. They would need Leeds Dynamos to drop points today, and they would need to make up at least 4 points if they are to secure it. They have a far more favourable goal difference than that of the Yorkshire-based side. So it's just great to know that the outcome of the Championship division is going down to its final day here at the Lee Westwood Sports Centre. Let's go through the squads of these two, and then I will bring you the action live. So Middlesbrough comprised of number 6 James Found, number 7 Kath McNichol, number 10 Carl Forster, number 16 Umar Hanif, number 39 Philip Dawes, number 49 Ellie Renton, number 75 Sam Mackay, and their coach Carolyn Bean. West Bromwich Albion Dudley, a faultless day yesterday, securing 2 wins from their 2 games. Have number 1 Amy Sherman, who I don't believe is present here this weekend. They have number 3 Amy Lee Julian, such a crucial, influential player that typically operates in the centre for Dave Lewis and Matt Gilbert's side. Number 11 Jack Gorder on red hot scoring form, 14 goals in the season so far. He'll be looking to add to that tally today. Number 13 is Laura Evans, number 17 Kean Collins, number 28 Noah Harvey, who really broke onto the scene yesterday, scoring 3 goals across their 2 games and really influential in terms of his assists as well. And number 33 Jack Westmoreland, scoring a hat-trick yesterday against Forest. So scheduled for a 9:15 kickoff, which was a minute ago. We're going to be slightly delayed, but hopefully we can make up some time. Our referees for this one: in the centre, Megan Harley-Buller, an assistant on either side, that of Dave Morris and Ian Harley. So a frustrating day for Middlesbrough yesterday. I think they would have acknowledged the fact that the championship title was out of reach through just sheer dominance from Greenbank, but they would have definitely wanted to put some distance between themselves and third and wrap up automatic promotion to the Premiership. They faltered in a 3-1 loss to champions Greenbank yesterday morning before a really closely contested affair with Leeds Dynamos. That one they lost 2-1, and then a final game of the day against Nottingham Forest, an emphatic 10-0 victory. Hat-tricks in that one for Umar Hanif and Sam Mackay, both returning to the side after absences across a number of game weeks in the 23-24 campaign. So fantastic to see them back, such brilliant players that have such a impact on Carolyn Bean's side. Dudley started likewise with a 10-0 victory over Nottingham Forest. I had the pleasure of commentating on that one. Jack Westmoreland with a hat-trick, Jack Gorder and Noah Harvey both with a brace to their names. Kean Collins, Laura Evans with a single goal, and the other remaining goal was registered as an own goal. And then later on in the afternoon, a 2-1 victory over Sale United. Goal scorers Noah Harvey and Jack Gorder. This is the opening game of their day. Later at 5 minutes to 2 on Court B, they will play Villa Rockets Lions. But we're ready to get underway. Megan Harley-Buller looks at her watch. Amy Lee Julian will have kick-off. Thumbs up from James Found and Laura Evans on either side of the court. And we are underway. The final day of the championship. It has been a brilliant season, I have to say. Competitive from top to bottom. We've seen Greenbank's dominance. Should they secure maximum points today, I think they'll have accrued the highest points tally in the championship division since Sevenoaks in 2017-18 season. So just shows their dominance. Not just that, their goals that they've scored as well, 70 plus goals, is truly unprecedented. So the starting squads of these two: for Middlesbrough, in goal, wearing the yellowy green fluorescent kit, is number 6 James Found. In the centre is Kath McNichol, with wingers of Sam Mackay and Umar Hanif, looking to add to their goal tally across game week 5. Interesting approach from West Bromwich Albion Dudley. Laura Evans in the dark blue, the designated goalkeeper, just switches positions with Amy Lee Julian now in the centre. Noah Harvey and Jack Gorder on either wings, but I've been beyond impressed with what I've seen with Dudley this season. I think they've been absolutely brilliant, and they will almost certainly, for me, it's hard to consider others for awards such as Team of the Season when you've got Greenbank, but if you take Greenbank out of context, Sam Mackay trying to squeeze the ball in that left-hand post. Good start from Middlesbrough. He's going to have a second attempt. Ricochets between himself and Laura Evans. Amy Lee Julian now to try and relieve some pressure. But yeah, Dudley, as I rave about their improvements, their development and their performances, Middlesbrough showing why they have one hand on automatic promotion to the Premiership. Another team who have developed, grown and impressed across the whole season. Umar Hanif now with a kick in on the right hand side, fired into the box, into the side of Laura Evans' chair. Brilliant opening couple of minutes in this one. Kath McNichol just readjusts, couldn't quite get the purchase to guide it over to Umar Hanif. He's trying to vacate the space on the right. It's a little bit congested. Sam Mackay needs to ensure that he gives enough space and hugs that left-hand touchline. I think these are two teams where they'll have very fluid systems, where players will just feel the void vacated by teammates. Interesting pivot between Amy Lee Julian and Laura Evans on show as well, as Amy Lee Julian tries to distribute out to Noah Harvey, who will surely be in contention for standout player of the weekend. So at the conclusion of game week 5, we will run a team of the weekend poll, which also includes the unsung hero of the weekend, where you can shine a spotlight on someone you believe to have really contributed to their team's success. It doesn't necessarily have to be a player competing at the summit of the Championship division. It can be someone that's helped their side consistently. And then of course we had the standout player of the weekend, the single performer you believe to be the top player across game week 5. And then within next week we will open the end of season awards for the Championship division. So a lot to look forward to. Amy Lee Julian, this is that fluidity I was talking about. Laura Evans now in the centre. Amy Lee Julian dropping back as the most defensive of the 4 Dudley players. Sam Mackay has an attempt blocked by Amy Lee Julian. Ricochets kindly to Umar Hanif. Out to Sam Mackay. Attempts an effort to goal. Umar Hanif millimetres away from making contact. It's really good football early on from Middlesbrough. That connection between Sam Mackay and Umar Hanif proving a real pain for the defensive duo of Dudley in Lee Julian and Laura Evans. Yet to really break into Middlesbrough's defensive half. James found the most quiet of the 4 Borough players. Noah Harvey back to support Amy Lee Julian. Beautiful pick off to Jack Gorder. Attempts an effort at goal. It's going to go just wide of the right hand post. James found needed to make sure of it, making contact with the post. Out for a goal kick, and this is the most advanced up the court Dudley have been all fixture. 5 minutes in. Once again, thank you to all that are joining. Myself, Ryan Sipple, for this one. Beautiful control from Umar Hanif to take the ball away from Jack Gorder. Pick off from Lee Julian. Likewise from Noah Harvey. Couldn't quite get the connection. Kath McNichol comes back across. Ricochets kindly to Umar Hanif. Sends it goal bound. Laura Evans out of danger. Out for a Middlesbrough ball. This one of 2 games currently being played live on Court A. AFC Bournemouth Warriors trail 1-0 to Championship title winners Greenbank. James Found now, very advanced, and it's that fluidity once again. Kath McNichol dropping in to cover, and Jack Gorder attempts an effort. Kind ricochet, Amy Lee Julian, 3 players against the 1 defensive player of Middlesbrough. Really good work to break for Dudley, but Kath McNichol gets a round of applause both from her coach Carolyn Bean and the many spectators up on the mezzanine. Fantastic defensive work there. So a corner kick, probably just out of view in this bottom left-hand corner, but taken by Amy Lee Julian. Noah Harvey, the most present option in the box. Jack Gorder at the back post, into the box, down to Jack Gorder, attempts an effort at goal, blocked by Kath McNichol. Very congested there. They'll do well to escape 2-on-1s, but trying to distribute the ball out to Gorder. On the right as you're viewing it, the left of Dudley, into the box. James Found has to control, flicked out by Kath McNichol, and now guided down the court by Uma Hanif. Brilliantly so. End-to-end stuff. Kath McNichol switches it over to Sam Mackay, attempts an effort, blocked by Amy Lee Julian. Couldn't quite get the connection to trouble Dudley. Both teams will do well to maintain this intensity for the 40-minute fixture. We've had just under 8 minutes. It's already proven to be one of the games of the weekend. Last time these two met was back in November. That game saw Middlesbrough be 2-0 victors. The goal scorers of that, Umar Hanif and Kath McNichol. So a win for Dudley here would see them go within a point of that 3rd place playoff. If they were to beat Middlesbrough, it would put the 3rd place playoff back into Leeds Dynamo's hands. Very congested as Umar Hanif and Kath McNichol, both drawn into the same ball, surrounding and swarming Noah Harvey. So Amy Lee Julian to take, indirect free kick. Noah Harvey down the line, Jack Gorder well marked by the Middlesbrough defenders. Down to Harvey. Blocked by Umar Hanif. Ricochets off Amy Lee Julian's chair. Good work from the Middlesbrough number 16. Options on the bench for both teams. 3 substitutes for Middlesbrough in Carl Forster, Ellie Renton and Philip Dawes. 2 substitutes for Dudley, Kean Collins and Jack Westmoreland. So quality, should they utilise them at any point. Amy Lee Julian just missed time in that connection, which allowed Kath McNichol to maintain possession. Sam Mackay locked in that top left-hand corner. Lee Julian. 10 minutes played. Just whilst they're having that discussion, let's have a quick look at the top 6 table. You can see Middlesbrough, if they were to secure a point here, would put a slight buffer over Leeds Dynamos, but not enough in the instance that Dynamos are to win their game in hand. They would retake that 3rd place playoff. Sorry, that automatic promotion spot. James Found. Lee Julian out to Noah Harvey. Nice option there from Amy Lee Julian. Couldn't quite get the execution, but the feint out to Jack Gorder to then intend to pass it to Noah Harvey was a nice action that fooled the central player of Middlesbrough. pick off from Umar Hanif. Laura Evans called into defensive duties. Just nicks up. Unable to be kept in play by Sam Mackay. Into the side of Kath McNichol. Jack Gorder keeps it live. Two on one in Middlesbrough's favour. Certainly levelled off this game. Middlesbrough, certainly in the opening couple of minutes, had a lot of attacking intent, but since that, they just seem to be cancelling one another out. Kath McNichol into the side of Umar Hanif. Too much power for Hanif to control. Complacency setting in a little bit. I said they would do well to maintain the intensity that we saw in the opening 5 minutes. It's definitely slowed. Kicking very deep for Amy Lee Julian. Noah Harvey in the box. Jack Gorder at the back post. To the side of Kath McNichol. Umar Hanif going to try and turn defence into attack. He's going to guide it out to Sam Mackay. Sam Mackay with an attempt at goal into the side of Laura Evans. No real power to trouble the Dudley number 13. Getting their passing going on the edge of Dudley's box. Blocked by Lee Julian. Nice flick by Sam Mackay. Definitely the right action. He gets the round of applause from Carolyn Bean. Had Umar Hanif just been that metre or two more advanced, would have almost certainly been a goal scoring opportunity. Neither side yet to look to their benches. Very closely contested. Umar Hanif down to Sam Mackay, across the box, blocked by Lee Julian. Hanif over to Sam Mackay, attempt at goal. Once again, can't quite get the connection, but fantastic distribution from Hanif. Healthy contact between the chairs. Goes in the favour of West Bromwich Albion Dudley. Lee Julian just gets an adjustment with her chair before play resumes. Just over 5 minutes left to be played. Greenbank have doubled their advantage against AFC Bournemouth Warriors on Court A. Looks like we're good to continue. Next up on Court B, Leeds Dynamos versus Teesside Steel. Hanif. Down to Mackay, blocked by Lee Julian. Ricochets kindly to Gorda. Pick off to Lee Julian. Switch of play. 2-on-1 in favour of Middlesbrough. Gorda and Lee Julian not observing 3 metres needed. Miss hit from Kath McNichol allows Jack Gorda to engage the play. Hanif, blocked by Laura Evans. Out for a Middlesbrough ball. Hanif to take. Kath McNichol in the centre. Fired goal bound into the back wheel of Laura Evans. Good play. Sam Mackay with an attempt. He has the ball again now. Trying to find that gap, and he does just that. Brilliant, relentless work from Middlesbrough. I don't think that the Middlesbrough coaches quite knew that he had scored. It's hard from my angle as well. But Sam Mackay, after 17.5 minutes, puts Middlesbrough 1-0 up. It was that establishing a really fantastic connection, Sam Mackay and Umar Hanif, and he had a number of attempts to squeeze the ball between them. As I mentioned, the being at ground level, it's hard to really see when the ball is over the other side of the court. I assume that he squeezed it in that left-hand post. But great work for Sam Mackay, who scores his 5th goal of the weekend. Looking to double their lead very quickly. We're approaching the final minute of the half. Umar Hanif looking to squeeze the ball in that left-hand post as well. This time Laura Evans alert to the opportunity, but he has a nice control as the players just readjust. And he tried to catch Laura Evans unaware. He was shaping as if he was going to pass it to Kath McNichol on the edge of the box. Rotated spin kick and tried to force the effort himself. Nice work. Goes out for a goal kick. Middlesbrough 1, Dudley 0. Beautiful pass from Lee Julian out to Noah Harvey. That's what they need to do. Take their opportunities when they're able to break the press of Middlesbrough. For large parts of this game, they have committed players forward in attack. Amy Lee Julian, so effective at breaking the lines, as we just saw. They'll be hoping for more of the same in the second half as they look to rescue some points from this one. I'll bring you the live league table at the half-time break so you can see how this result and the one on Court A impact the overstanders. Jack Gorda locked by Kath McNichol. Megan Harley-Buller, our central referee, takes a look at her watch. Now 15 seconds over the regulation 20. Down the line to Gorda. Lee Julian prevented from operating by Umar Hanif. Harvey to Lee Julian. Beautiful pass, that splitting pass once again. She had 2 options there, Noah Harvey and Jack Gorda. Even as a commentator being detached from the action, I'm unsure as to what option she's going to choose, so I'm sure the Middlesbrough players are the exact same. She shapes as if she's going to pass it diagonally across the court, but for that instant she fired it straight as an arrow down to Noah Harvey. into the centre, now occupied by Laura Evans. Hanif. Out to Noah Harvey, pick off, back to Lee Julian, out to Gordon, nice expansive play late on, and that signals the half-time break. Middlesbrough 1, West Bromwich Albion, Dudley 0, just a single Sam Mackay goal after 17 minutes, the difference. But a great half of football between two of the Championship's top sides. I said I'd bring up the live league table. Potential 3 points for Middlesbrough here would see them put a 4-point buffer over Leeds Dynamos, who are also chasing automatic promotion to the Premiership. Dudley would falter slightly in pursuit of the 3rd position in the league, but there's still plenty of football left to be played. Join me shortly for the second half. Hello everyone and welcome back to what will soon be the second half in this fixture between Middlesbrough PFC and West WBA Dudley. Currently 1-0 to Middlesbrough, courtesy of Sam Mackay after 17 minutes. Let's bring up that league table again so you can see how this impacts things. Middlesbrough would probably be the favourite to secure the second automatic promotion spot to the Premiership. As you can see, of their 21 games, they've won 13, drawn 5. So they've accrued 44 points across the season. And as it stands, they would probably... Leeds Dynamos would not only need to secure maximum points from their remaining 2 games, they would also need Middlesbrough to falter. This the first of 2 games for Middlesbrough today. Their second against AFC Bournemouth Warriors, who you can see have struggled, and they're towards the bottom placements of the table. So if I was a betting man, I would say that Middlesbrough are almost certain to secure automatic promotion, and to be honest, it's no less than they deserve. They've been fantastic across the season. The title race was only really decided at during the latter stages of game week 4, where they lost to Greenbank, and they lost to Greenbank yesterday as well. They played them in successive games across game week 4 and 5. But you can just see Greenbank have been faultless. 58 points from their 21 games. Not just that, 82 goals scored. Would have to see at the conclusion of game week 5 and the 23-24 season how that compares to years gone by. But as mentioned earlier, should they secure maximum points today and finish the season on 61 points, that will be one of the highest points tally in Championship history. I think only certainly within the last 6-7 years, Sevenoaks in the 17-18 season secured 62 points, but they've only lost once. I believe that was against Dudley earlier in the season. But looking at them now, and they've got Jacob Buckplatt, Luke Kelly and Liam Ashton, certainly as the 3 predominant attacking outfield players. They've been potent. And I can bring up the league goal scorers so you can see just how potent they are. Liam Ashton on 28 goals across the season. Jacob Buckplatt 21. Luke Kelly on 19. Their closest challenger, Jack Gorder, on 14, who will be looking to get on the score sheet to get his team back into it in this one. But should Dudley manage to influence this result in their favour, they could go up to 39 points. So 1 behind Leeds Dynamos, who are currently placed in 3rd, the automatic, the playoff position, which would see whoever finishes 3rd play whoever finishes 10th in the Premiership in a one-off playoff fixture on July 13th. But just so competitive. You can see that pack from 7th up to about 3rd has been so close all season. Be interesting to see who secures the playoff position. And as we are ready to get back underway here at the Lee Westwood Sports Centre in the opening game of the day on Court B. Next weekend we are back again, successive weekends for game week 5, the 5th and final weekend of the 23-24 PTC Therapeutics Premiership. Well, it will likely be either Spire or West Brom lifting the trophy. Only a point separates them currently. Lots of changes at the half-time break. Let's start to bring you them. I don't want to take my eyes off the action though. Jack Westmoreland immediately attempts an effort at goal. Amy Lee Julian trying to pick out Kian Collins. Just wide of the left-hand post. Rather than bring in confirmation of them, I will run through the changes so I don't miss any of the action. Kian Collins and Jack Westmoreland replace Jack Gorder and Noah Harvey. Carl Forster and Ellie Renton replace Umar Hanif and Sam Mackay. So altered attacking wingers for both teams. They have opted to stick with the same central pairings. Middlesbrough have James Found and Kath McNichol. Dudley have Laura Evans and Amy Lee Julian. Quickly taken by Carl Forster. Patient play from the Borough at number 10. Nice pass out to Kath McNichol. Returns the favour. Interesting there. I would have probably wanted Carl Forster to anticipate that a little bit better. Looks of frustration on his face, but the intent certainly there. And it's mirroring that of the first half, in the first couple of minutes being a real high intensity. We saw that peter off as the first half progressed. I'm hoping they're able to maintain this level, because it's great viewing. I've already spoken about how there's many spectators viewing this on the mezzanine above, and they are enjoying it as much as I am. Jack Westmoreland with an opportunity to break the ball, just the wrong side of his chair there. Had it been placed on his left hand side, he could have dribbled it down the line, but he had to try and get around the ball, which he was unable to do so, which is unfortunate. Kath McNichol to take. Carl Forster in the centre. Ellie Renton marked by Jack Westmoreland on the right-hand wing, or the right-hand side as you're viewing it. Renton scored a fantastic goal against Greenbank. Despite that loss, it was the highlight of the game for Borough. She'll be looking to add further goals to her tally. She also got a goal against Nottingham Forest. Kian Collins not observing the 5 metres, so just told to edge back slightly. Kath McNichol to take into the box, out to Jack Westmoreland. Good play from Dudley to counter at speed and commit players forward. Amy Lee Julian. Kath McNichol has to come out of the defensive box of Borough to intercept. 2-on-1 in favour of Dudley. I'm not sure if you can pick it up on the stream, just how loud some of the support is for Dudley and Borough. So an indirect free kick here. One of Dudley's most credible opportunities to score all game. 24 minutes in. Has to go via the chair of an opponent or teammate, as Jack Westmoreland just tries to position himself between the chairs of James Found and Kath McNichol. Lee Julian opts for Kian Collins. Back into the box, way too close to Jack Westmoreland there. And rightfully so, 2-on-1 is awarded in Middlesbrough's favour. Little Jack Westmoreland could do there. He was trapped in that corner. Live also across the WFA's YouTube channel. Greenbank Championship winners, currently 3 goals to the good against 8 FC Bournemouth Warriors. McNichol into James Found. Good work from Amy Lee Julian there. Once again, Jack Westmoreland trapped. Manages to vacate the space quick enough there to prevent that 2-on-1 being awarded against Dudley. Lee Julian to take the resulting kick-in. Kian Collins in the box. Westmoreland at the back post. Ellie Renton ready to break if one of the Borough players can pick her out. Beautiful pass out to Jack Westmoreland. Ricochets between himself and James Found. Once again, into the box by Kian Collins. Really is a fantastic game. Flicked to Collins via Amy Lee Julian. Strong play from Carl Forster just to fragment that attack. Quickly taken, intercepted by Kath McNichol. Excessive force from Amy Lee Julian, as deemed by our central referee Megan Harley-Buller. Don't think Dave Lewis was too happy with that decision from our referee, but a direct free kick will resume play. To be taken by Kath McNichol. Carl Forster with a lot of space on this left-hand wing, the right of Middlesbrough. Pick off from Renton. Kath McNichol, I think she was caught in two minds there as to whether to return the pass or switch it to Carl Forster, and that moment's hesitation just allowed Dudley to get back into position. Attempt on target from Carl Forster. Pick off from McNichol, missed by Ellie Renton. Carolyn Bean on the side, I think just asking her to maybe just control it and flick it with the side of her chair as opposed to that pick off. All about angles in power chair football. Taken quickly by Amy Lee Julian, and on the follow through, Kean Collins swiped into the side of Kath McNichol. He does well to escape a yellow card here. Just the telling off from the referee. Kath McNichol in the wars, the first of two challenges she's been on the receiving end of. She gets an adjustment to her chair. So Ellie Renton in that top right hand corner. Carl Forster well marked by Evans and Collins. So pick off into the box. Carl Forster has an attempt at goal, trying to capitalise on a slight miscommunication between the defensive pair of Dudley, but they readjust and regain their composure. Heavy touch from Kath McNichol. Out of play for a Dudley ball. Good pass from Kean Collins. Jack Westmoreland, I would like to have seen him in reverse there. But again, Amy Lee Julian swiping into the side of Carl Forster due to her having the ball. Carl Forster deemed to be the aggressor. So a direct free kick to Dudley. 29 minutes played, Middlesbrough 1, Dudley 0. To be taken by Amy Lee Julian. Jack Westmoreland down the left-hand wing. Kean Collins in the box. Down to Jack Westmoreland. Kath McNichol brilliantly closed the gap, pressured the Dudley number 33, and it rolled out for a Middlesbrough goal kick. Found. Beautiful control down the line, met by Lee Julian. Ricochets between the two chairs. Much higher intensity than that of the first half. Managed to maintain it 10 minutes in. 10 minutes remaining. Ellie Renton at the back post, just wide. Really nice play. Carl Forster switching it out to his alternate winger, Renton. Laura Evans just about had the post covered as Middlesbrough make another substitute. Philip Dawes, the number 39, replaces Ellie Renton. Megan Holly-Buller just having a conversation with both Laura Evans and Kath McNichol. It's a nice little battle between them two players currently in the centre. Lee Julian out to Collins. Switches play. Heavy touch from Cole Forster. Lee Julian, cleared by Forster. Middlesbrough just managing this game now. James Found has had very little involvement in this second half, which I'm sure will please Carolyn Bean. Very physical game. As Amy Lee Julian just gets the better of Cole Forster initially, but he readjusts well. Kian Collins vacates the space, but slight miscommunication between the Dudley players. Once again, heavy contact. We're going to get our first card of the game. It was only a matter of time before she started to book play, as she's warned many across the 32 minutes so far, and Amy Lee Julian receives the first card of the game. Kath McNichol to take. An assured clearance by Kath McNichol. Driving out of her box. 2-on-1 was awarded against her. 7 minutes to go. Indirect free kick right on the edge. They've had one similar to this in the game so far. They weren't able to capitalise. Hopefully for them, they can generate a bit more precision with this one. Out to Westmoreland. It's just taken very quickly. Amy Lee Julian was slightly unaware as to where the ball's placement was, so but adjusts nicely. And she has to be careful there. She's getting another telling off from the referee. The referee not happy with some of the jeers from the crowd above. Does well to escape the red card there, or a second yellow certainly. Double substitute for Dudley. Jack Gorder and Noah Harvey re-entering the action in place of Collins and Westmoreland. That really has been a brilliant game. Physical, fast-paced. Direct free kick, Kath McNichol to take. Philip Dawes wide on the wing, tries to squeeze the ball between Lee Julian and Evans. Into the box, Cole Forster unselfishly returns the pass. Jack Gorder with his first involvement since his reintroduction. Good attacking presence. Can they capitalise? Lee Julian out to Gorder. Switches play. Out to Noah Harvey. Back onto the edge of the box. Slight miscommunication between Gorder and Lee Julian. I think both thought the other was going to receive that ball, and it just goes between them. They've got just under 5 minutes left to try and secure some points in this game. Still just the single goal separates the two teams. Catherine Nichol taking her time. Pick off from Forster, Laura Evans. Down to Jack Gorder. Just unable to keep it in play. Thank you once again to everyone that's tuning in for this one. Hope you've enjoyed it as much as I have. 3 minutes remaining. McNichol down to Dawes, unable to control the ball. Gorder, no options out on that wing. I think he thought Noah Harvey was a little bit deeper than he actually was. Attempt on target from Gorder, controlled by James Found. Good work from the Borough number 6, but dispossessed by Amy Lee Julian. Has to be careful, she can't be too physical in her pursuit of the equaliser. Already on a yellow and received a warning following that. Could have very easily ricocheted and made contact with the Middlesbrough defender. She does well though. Corner kick very late on. She will have responsibility of this. Jack Gorder at the back post. Noah Harvey just trying to take a position on the box. He'll probably be the shield and the screen. The intended target will most probably be Jack Gorder at the back post, so keep an eye on him. He is absolutely that. Fires it goal bound, blocked by the front bumper of James Found. Chance for Borough to break. Just trying to see what the decision is. I think Megan Harley-Buller has awarded a penalty to West Bromwich Albion Dudley. Kath McNichol deemed too aggressive in that passage of play. And in the final minute, approaching the final 30 seconds, Amy Lee Julian has the opportunity to level the tie. This could be a huge goal if she's able to score it, which she absolutely has. Roars of jubilation in the Lee Westwood Sports Centre. What a fantastic game this has been. Middlesbrough 1, West Bromwich Albion Dudley 1. I'll bring up the live table at the conclusion of the game, but that very possibly puts the race for automatic promotion back into Leeds Dynamo's hands with a game in hand. Middlesbrough, following this game, if it's to end a draw, would be on 42 points. Leeds Dynamo's currently on 40 with a game in hand. Worth noting though, at Leeds Dynamos are yet to play Greenbank. That their final, or I think their first game of the day, is against the title winners. Into additional time. This has to be one of my favourite games that I've watched all season. Intense, fiery, with moments of quality. And I think, considering the whole 40-minute fixture, I think a point apiece is probably the fairest result. Neither has really asserted their dominance. Both have had opportunities. Now, well over a minute into additional time. Catherine Nichol taking her time at this kick-in. Intercepted by Lee Julian. Taken quickly. Catherine Nichol out of danger. Pick off over to Jack Gorder. 2-on-1 in favour of Dudley. This could be really significant. 42 minutes into the tie. Indirect free kick. Middlesbrough 1, Dudley 1. Lee Julian scored on the 40th minute mark. Can they score 2 in as many minutes? Out to Jack Gorder. Good clearance by James Found. And that will signal the end of the game. Middlesbrough 1, Dudley 1. What a fantastic fixture it was. Sam Mackay in the 17th minute opened the scoring. Amy Lee Julian with a penalty in the 40th minute. Just rescue a point for Dudley, who still have aspirations of securing the third place playoff position. Let's get up the live league table so you can see how that impacts things. Middlesbrough on 42 points. Leeds Dynamos currently on 40 with 2 games left to be played. Leeds Dynamos play next up on Court B against Teesside Steel before they face title winners Greenbank at 12:45. So if they are to wrap up that automatic promotion spot, they have to probably do it against the odds, because it would take some doing to beat Greenbank, who are looking to cap off an excellent season. West Bromwich Albion Dudley go on to 37 points, so just 3 behind Leeds Dynamos. And should Leeds Dynamos lose either of their 2 games, Dudley, with that more favourable goal difference, could even secure the third place playoff position. But thank you to all that have joined me for this one. What a game it's been. Middlesbrough 1, West Bromwich Albion Dudley 1.